In a stunning announcement that has sent shockwaves across the nation, Chancellor Rachel Reeves has unveiled a series of controversial economic measures aimed at addressing a staggering £22 billion hole in public finances. Amid mounting fiscal pressures, Reeves has made the bold decision to cut winter fuel payments for millions of pensioners while simultaneously approving a substantial pay rise for junior doctors. These moves, part of a broader strategy to stabilize the economy, have sparked a fierce debate, with critics and supporters alike weighing in on the fairness and feasibility of her plan. Today's statement from Chancellor Rachel Reeves marks a pivotal moment in British economic policy. In her address to the House of Commons, Reeves laid bare the dire state of the nation's finances, attributing much of the fiscal strain to the previous Conservative government's spending policies. She painted a grim picture of an economy struggling under the weight of overspending and unfunded commitments, necessitating tough decisions to restore fiscal stability. Her proposals, which include significant cuts to winter fuel payments for pensioners and tax hikes, have ignited a firestorm of controversy, as they represent a sharp departure from previous assurances given by Labour. Reeves' decision to strip all pensioners not receiving pension credit of their winter fuel payments has drawn sharp criticism from advocacy groups and political opponents. The move is expected to save the government £1.5 billion, but at a significant social cost. Charities like Age UK have voiced strong opposition, warning that this cut will leave millions of vulnerable elderly people struggling to heat their homes this winter. Caroline Abrahams, charity director at Age UK, highlighted the severe impact on those just above the pension credit threshold, many of whom are already facing financial hardship. In defending her decision, Reeves pointed to the necessity of addressing the unexpected £22 billion fiscal gap inherited from the Conservatives. She argued that the high costs associated with policies like the Rwanda asylum scheme and support for Ukraine had exhausted government reserves, leaving no choice but to make difficult cuts. She emphasized that the winter fuel payment cut was a necessary measure to ensure that pension credit remains available for the poorest pensioners. Simultaneously, Reeves has approved significant pay increases for public sector workers, including a 22% pay rise for junior doctors over 2 years. This move, intended to resolve ongoing industrial disputes and improve retention within the NHS, is expected to cost billions. While unions have welcomed the pay hikes, there are concerns about their potential to fuel inflation and complicate the Bank of England's monetary policy. The Chancellor's announcement also included a host of other measures aimed at closing the fiscal gap. Road projects, such as the long-awaited Stonehenge Tunnel, have been shelved to save £1 billion. VAT will be applied to private school fees from January next year, and the cap on social care costs has been postponed. Additionally, departments will be tasked with finding £3 billion in savings, and the government plans to sell surplus sites owned by the NHS, Ministry of Defence, and Network Rail. Looking ahead, Reeves has flagged further tax increases in the upcoming budget on October 30th, with inheritance tax and capital gains likely targets. Despite these drastic measures, she remains committed to maintaining the triple lock on pensions, a key Labour manifesto promise. As the dust settles on Reeves' bombshell announcement, the nation grapples with the implications of these sweeping economic changes. Supporters argue that these tough decisions are necessary to put the UK back on a stable financial footing, while critics decry the perceived unfairness and social cost of the cuts. The coming months will be crucial in determining the effectiveness of Reeves' strategy and its impact on both the economy and the lives of ordinary Britons. With the budget just around the corner, all eyes will be on the Chancellor as she continues to navigate the treacherous waters of fiscal policy in a deeply divided country.